Why are you punishing me and not allowing me to smoke inside? You using that word, it offends me. And can you believe that people were having conversations in an elevator? Yep, it's once again time for what every cruiser wants. Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising. Welcome to today's video. We're back. We got some new cruise comments for you today. You know they're going to complain, but what are they going to complain about today? We're going to have an oldie but a goodie because you always know there's somebody upset that they can't smoke indoors while the cruise ship is refueling. It's unfair. They're being punished. We got someone who's upset about an English word that is being used. Probably not the word you're thinking of. I don't know if you would guess that this just offends them so much. And finally, someone who wrote in a complaint about people complaining and talking in the elevator. We definitely have some strange ones for you today, so let's jump in. Let's find out. Do you agree with these people? Do you disagree with these people? Are they right? Are they wrong? And do they know what every cruiser really wants? First up today, look, this is one we have had before, and we've answered this one before, but it keeps coming up. It's like one of those strange rashes that, no matter how much cream you put on it, it continues to come back every once in a while. That's what this reminds me of. We all know by now that on Carnival Cruise Lines, on embarkation day, when the ship is bunkering, taking on fuel, they don't let you smoke outdoors. By now, we also all know that the casino is one of the muster stations on board the ship. And yes, you used to be able to smoke in the casino pre-COVID. You haven't been able to do it for a long, long, long time. Not on embarkation day. Now it's only while the casino is open and you are actively gambling and playing at a machine. That's the current rules. Been that way for years now. But pretty consistently, you will see the comment that says, "Why are you doing this to me? You are punishing me." And whenever they get stuck in their feels about it, you get this. There should be bar that allows smoking on embarkation day. We are treated like third world blank. I get it. The ship is loading fuel, so the outdoor smoking areas are closed. But we are punished by having nowhere to smoke for up to 6 hours. I'm platinum, so I get early boarding. Nowhere to smoke? What the hell? Now, I guess first off, if you go on any other form of public transportation, let's say aircraft, okay, you buy an airplane ticket, you go to the airport, you can't smoke. You can't smoke on the planes. You really can't smoke in the airports anymore. I know there's a few of them out there that still have the smoking box, but they're getting fewer and far between. So it's not like this cruise ship getting on a Carnival cruise is the only place in the world you can't do this. So is the whole world punishing you? They just continually act like it's the cruise line just targeting them because they won't set aside an indoor place for them to do this while the ship is refueling. But what I really want to know, and what I really just cannot understand, because I understand it is an addiction. I understand some people just need to do it. I get all that. But if you put in the comment, "I am platinum, I can board early, why are you not catering to me and letting me smoke inside?" is the easiest, simplest answer. If you were that person that says, "I cannot go 6 hours, I cannot wait," then why, oh why, are you boarding the ship early? If you know it's a problem, you know it's an issue, you know you can't do it, you know you have to, you want to, you just can't wait. Wait to get on the ship. Why does everybody inside who doesn't smoke need to change or be affected by you? And I'm not picking on smokers, but let's be 100% honest. The number of people smoking declines year after year after year. It is going to come to the point someday, it is, where you won't be able to smoke inside at all on a cruise ship. I don't know when that's going to be. That's just my prediction. But eventually it's going to go to that. If you look at it logically, you can see the writing on the wall. You can see it coming. But the bottom line, The cruise line has already said no. They've said no multiple times. The answer is no. If you can't wait, don't get on early. That's simple. Next up, I really think there's some people out there that have no business being out socializing with other people. They definitely don't belong on a cruise ship, not with this type of attitude, especially if they're going to get upset over a word that Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador John Heald uses regularly. Okay, now keep in mind, this isn't a bad word. This word doesn't have a negative context to it. He's British. He's going to use and speak words that they use over there on a regular basis. But can you imagine getting so upset that somebody said the word cheers? Cheers. Cheers is the word that pisses you off so much. Did you write this? As cheers is the topic today, I can't be the only one who thinks whenever John Heald answers a serious complaint or desire to have Carnival do better, he should not use the word cheers. I'm not your friend, John. I am your customer. I pay your salary. I find it very rude and totally unethical. Let's just gloss over the fact that I pay your salary is nothing but a jackass thing to say to somebody. At the end of the day, you are not so important that you think that because you contribute to a corporation that somehow you can boss them around and talk to them any way you want with this, well, I pay your salary crap. It's bullshit. Just stop that altogether. But how is it rude? And really the one that makes no sense. How is it unethical? How is it unethical for someone from Britain, UK, lives there, from there, and tells you cheers? Somebody enlighten me how that is unethical in any way, shape, or form. This is really just the type of person that we don't need on cruise ships. Stop cruising. Stop being out around other people. Seriously, just because somebody does something different around the world than what you do in your house does not make it rude, and sure shit does not make it unethical. There's a lot of swear words in that last part. And finally, can you imagine being upset that people are having conversations in an elevator? Or that you write in a complaint about people complaining about people talking in the elevator? I get people ride the elevator differently. Some people want to talk, some people don't. But if I'm on the elevator on a cruise ship and a group, a family, they're together and they come onto the elevator, I don't expect them to just shut up because they got into an elevator and I happen to be there. That's kind of crazy thinking to me. Now, you may not like everything they say, and there's definitely stuff that should not be said. Make sure that's clear. Shouldn't be a free for all, just a whatever spew out your mouth sort of situation. You are in a social type situation with other people, but they don't want it just nice. They don't want it just polite. They want it to stop. Oh, maybe everybody should get on the elevator and just face the wall for the ride. I don't know. Hello, John Heald from Carnival Dream. This is a journey cruise. We are in room blank. We need more arts and crafts lessons. Can you ask the cruise director to get this scheduled? We are on our way to St. Thomas. Mother and I have been surprised at how there is a lack of elevator etiquette. Conversations in the elevator should be discouraged, but people on this ship are continuing their conversation that was started before boarding, which clearly irritating others in the car. We have heard unsavory jokes and diamond passengers complaining about everything and saying things that were offensive to Mother and I and to others. If you feel the other passengers are not enjoying your discussion, stop talking and continue when you arrive at your destination deck. These are the subtleties that make the difference between how cruise lines are rated. Okay, so the whole first part of the conversation, give me more arts and crafts. All right, it's cool to want more arts and crafts. But let's jump right down to the part where it says there is a lack of elevator etiquette on this cruise. Now, they're not talking about people who don't wait to get on the elevator. They're not talking about people cutting in front of people to get on the elevator. They're talking about people talking while they are on an elevator. Can you just imagine the horror that you are on your cruise enjoying your vacation. Let's say you and your wife are having a conversation, you're waiting for the elevator, the doors open, you step inside and you continue your conversation only to find out, thanks to this person, that you're wrong. You need to shut up. You need to stop talking because there's other people on that elevator. What? How dare you continue your conversation because you're just irritating everybody else in the elevator. And if you don't feel like everybody else in the elevator is enjoying your conversation, you just need to stop talking. Because people talking in the elevator, well, that is the difference between how other cruise lines are rated. Or make that make sense. Because people talk in the elevator on every cruise line that I've ever been on. I haven't been on them all, but you hear people talking in the elevators all the time. And look, I get it if someone's in there just saying total profane things, nasty things, disgusting things, and everybody's version of that can be a little bit different. But if people are just in there having a general conversation, maybe they're talking about going to get a burger, maybe they're talking about how much they enjoyed the pizza, how awesome the show was, whatever the case may be, if it's just normal conversation, how about you mind your business and stay out of theirs? If you don't like people talking in the elevator, take the stairs. How about that one? But people don't need to stop talking in the elevator just because you don't like it. And I've yet to ever see where a cruise line is rated based on conversations in elevators. So I don't know where that's coming from too. Maybe Carnival's not for you. Maybe you need a little stuffier type atmosphere. Maybe that's what you would enjoy more. But my entire favorite part of this comment is they wrote in a complaint to complain that Diamond passengers were complaining. So your solution to other people complaining is for you to complain. Okay. I guess at the end of the day, you do you. And that is going to be our video this week for what every cruiser wants. You guys let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are they right? Are they wrong? Are they speaking for everyone out there? And do they know exactly how you want to be out there cruising? Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.